Good morning, this is Holly. Today is November 7th, 2012. It's the morning after this year's presidential elections, and I thought that I would take just a couple of minutes and do a quick video update to expand on some things that I had posted and shared leading up to this year's elections and who I was going to vote for and why I am not a supporter of President Obama. Barack Obama has been voted into office for a second term as President of the United States, and I got to tell you that I'm a little concerned. And I don't think that I'm the only person out there. I know that there will be a lot of people that will challenge me on what I'm going to say and that don't share the same opinions that I do, and that's okay. You know, I live in a great country where I don't have to fear persecution and somebody showing up my door and taking my camera away and telling me that I cannot post on the internet my ideas and my thoughts and the directions that I've headed and where I'm coming from and why I believe what I do. You know, when I was diagnosed with multiple sclerosis, I was in a position where I had worked extremely hard. My longtime boyfriend and business partner, my best friend, the support of everything that I've ever done in my life, making sure that I made it through every single day and moment dealing with MS and all the bad things that come with that. We worked extremely hard. We put money away so that we would have money to retire young and early. And we chose who to give money to and who to support and when to support them with how much money, and neither one of us think that that should be taken away. I believe personally that Obama crushes the spirit of capitalism. I was raised in a family of business owners, small business owners, and entrepreneurs. I grew up thinking that I could do anything, I could strive for the stars, and that if I continued to work hard and you know, do what was responsible, that there were no limits. Well, now I question that. You know, when government is going to step in and say, I'm mandated to help and do something for somebody else, that's a problem. I've worked hard, and why should the government take away from me and give back to somebody else? Why can't I make that decision on my own? The other thing is that now I have been on both sides. I had made quite a bit of money, and I am a business owner, so I am self-insured. I pay for my own insurance and my own medical care, and at one point I shared that I had gone through $500,000 in only 4 years on my traditional drug therapies. Now that has nothing to do with stem cells. That is the medications that I was taking to try to combat what MS was doing to my body, to try to slow the progression of my disease. You know, you get to a point in your life where all of a sudden you have to make a choice. Either money can sit in a savings account for future, or you pay for the medication costs so that there's some type of hope and chance that I continue to, you know, be able to function, be able to walk and talk and survive, and that's where we were at. I got to a point in my life where when the drug costs became so exceedingly high, I stopped looking at the daily balance in my checking account. I stopped, you know, being fretful all the time about it, because I would have never survived if I had looked at the bottom line every single day, knowing that money was going out and no money was coming in, because MS was affecting my, you know, my ability to work and my cognitive function. And you get to the point of your life, I really, you know, was at a point where I needed assistance. And because of my past experience and because I had made money, I didn't qualify. You know, I had to show that I was in need for a length of time before anybody would even recognize the fact that I was paying an enormous amount of money on a monthly basis out of pocket for my medical costs. Now, you know, I will tell you that under Obamacare, there's no way that I would have been able to go through the medications I did in such a short amount of time. You know, at one point I was on Copaxone, which is an injectable, then Copaxone and Rebif, that's 2 different injectables at the same time, Novantrone. Tysabri was my last drug that was available for multiple sclerosis before I had my stem cell treatment. And again, if I was under the umbrella of what we're talking about, Obamacare today, there's no way that Obamacare would allow me to spend that type of expenses on medical treatment. It's just not going to happen. So as somebody living with a chronic disease, you would think that I would be in support of changing our medical care system. And I think that we need an overhaul, without a doubt. I don't think Obamacare is the answer. You know, I have a problem with them dictating healthcare directions because of what I have in my checking account or what I don't have in my checking account. You know, I was hurt last night when my dad said, and he said to me, somebody that, you know, showed me a direction in which I would just work really hard for a living and I would pay my dues. He says to me, Holly, you need to figure out how, you know, to live off the government. That's hurtful. I've never been that way. I've always paid my way through life. Even now, I have nothing. I'm trying to recoup. Raj has taken a job in St. Louis right now. I don't know if he'll be home for the holidays, but we continue to work hard and to try to rebuild and recoup. Yet now the government is at a point where they may mandate what we're doing, what we're not doing. I have a problem with that. You know, I came back after leaving the country having a successful stem cell treatment, having the desire to dream big, to, you know, earn big, to, you know, jump back into life, and I feel like that's being taken away from me. Again, I'm not going to distance myself from people with other opinions and other directions. I'm not going to be disrespectful towards anybody else and their ideas, but I'm concerned, and I don't think I'm the only one out there. I'm going to continue to work. I'm going to continue to, you know, do what I can do and give back to society. I think that I was given a second chance in life for a reason. I think that I am one of the very fortunate people to have overcome MS and to be able to talk about it. I will continue to do what I can do to make it, you know, hopefully accessible to have stem cell treatment in the United States someday. I'm just one person, and all I can do is have a voice, and that's what I continue to do. So as of today, I don't plan on, you know, trying to go on some welfare system so that I can go on Medicaid. I'm not going to tell you that hasn't been presented to me, and it's the easy way out. Why wouldn't I? I mean, why work so hard? Why bust my butt to, you know, try so hard if I can just say that I'm in need and have somebody write me a check or pay for my medical treatments? I get it, but that's not how I was raised. That's not my direction in life, and I don't feel like it's healthy. I just don't feel like that's something that I want to do, and I'm going to fight to the end to not live to those standards. I'm going to continue to, you know, give back to society and do what I can do my part.